Hello, my name is Sally and I am one of the makeup artists working with Look Fabulous Forever, which is skincare and makeup specifically designed for older faces. Today I'm delighted to have my lovely model Pen with me, and Pen, hope you don't mind me saying, Pen is 74 and Pen is here to help with a very common dilemma that a lot of you have asked about, and this is age spots. Pigmentation, hyperpigmentation, age spots is very, very, very common as we age, and it's to do with all sorts of things. It can be hormonal, excess sun exposure, having had a lot of sunburn when you were younger. It can also be vitamin B12 deficiency, and it's basically where there is an excessive concentration of melanin that forms that creates the dark spot. But it's really super important, whatever stage of life that you're in, to use a really good high factor SPF, and we have our daily SPF 50+ serum. So I would say if you've got age spots, this is a fantastic thing to use every single day. The other thing that's good to do is to regularly exfoliate your skin, which just creates a little bit of excess brightness to the skin. This one, our gentle face exfoliator from Look Fabulous Forever, is particularly designed for older faces. It's very gentle, but it does the job, and it's fantastic to use once a week. The beauty of makeup is that you can use it really easily every day to disguise and just hide and even out any age spots or hyperpigmentation that you have. So we have already prepped Pen's face, and we've used the SPF 50+, and we've used a little bit of day cream, and we've waited. Really important to wait at this point before you start the makeup process. The first product that I've used is the Smooth Like Silk Face Prime. But before foundation, if you have got severe and larger areas of pigmentation, it's really helpful to use one of our beautiful colour balance neutralizers in Peach. And I'm going to do this before foundation, maybe a little bit afterwards as well, and then conceal. So I'm just going to put a little bit of the Peach corrector just on any little areas. I'm going to put a little bit here actually as well, just where it's a little bit darker. It's a little bit weird when you're first doing it. Just a little bit on this one. It is Peach, but it will work once we've used the concealer and the foundation. Blending it a little bit. I'm now going to put a base over, but I'm going to actually use a mixture of Continuous Cover foundation and just a tiny bit of our Light Look Beauty Balm. So I'm using shade 2 and shade 0.75, and I'm putting in a little bit of the Smooth Like Silk Face Prime as well. And when I put it on, you'll see I'm going to stipple it a little bit on the areas that I've already put the Peach colour corrector, rather than just rubbing it all over, just to keep it in the right area so I don't move that too much. Mix them up just on the back of your hand, and I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm stippling in this area. So this brush really allows you to get into the nooks and crannies around the nose area and to stipple really well because it's firm onto the areas where you have put the Peach corrector. So we've now done the base, but what we're going to do is our third stage of hiding, disguising age spots is to use our creamy cover to cover concealer. Because it's creamy, you can use it in little pinpointed areas and it doesn't look cakey and dry like some concealers do. So I tend in a smaller area to use a smaller brush. In a larger area you can use the slightly larger concealer brush 4. This is the brush number 5, which you can use for lips or for eyeshadow as well. So I'm going to go in and start in small areas, and then I use my finger just to pat it out. It's also great just in the inner corner of your eye and nose area, which gets a little bit bluey, and I find that just putting a little bit of concealer in there really makes everything look brighter. Yeah. So I'm now just any little areas, pinpointing them, not putting it all over, just tiny little areas. You can literally cover up anything, and then just take your finger again just to pat it in. So this area here is already almost covered. I'm just going over it with a small brush, and like magic it has almost gone. If you've got a really persistent little sunspot that you want to cover, you can also at this stage with the brush take a little bit of your foundation on the brush, mix with a little bit of the concealer as well, just to give that a little bit of extra help. What I'm going to do now is to set the areas that I have concealed using a really, really fine powder, our translucent finishing powder. And if you've put concealer on a particular area, and quite a lot, sometimes it's nice just to take a cotton wool ball and press and roll over that area before dusting off with a big brush, because it will just hold that little bit of extra powder in place. Rather than instantly brushing it off with a big brush or brushing it on, doing it like this, then brushing it off, just finds that you'll set it really well. It's super fine, so it doesn't sit in any fine lines that you might have, but it will just hold everything in place, particularly on it's a really hot day here, on a hot day. And you can just dust off with a lovely powder brush number 1. So at this point we have, hopefully you can see, covered Pen's age spots, and she's got a lovely flawless complexion. What we're going to do now is finish off the rest of the makeup off camera, and I'll come back and show you the finished result at the end. So now you can see the whole finished effect on our beautiful model Pen. We have done we've finished the eyes, we've done the cheeks and the lips, and the whole effect looks lovely, and you can see that hopefully the age spots have just disappeared. Thank you so much for being an amazing model. You've been fantastic. If you want to see Pen's eye makeup being put on in detail, then just click the link below. If you have any comments, any questions, then please pop them in the box below. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it and found it helpful, and we look forward to seeing you again really soon. Thanks again for being an amazing model, Pen. Thank you. Bye-bye.